I'm Ryan O'Brien.
And I'm Peter Rivera.
And this is your News in Minutes. Guadalupe Garcia de Rios, an undocumented immigrant, was detained and deported within 24 hours to her native Mexico. This was the direct result of President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration. Rios, 35, stated that she had come to the U.S. as a teenager in search of a better life nearly 2 decades ago. She states that she was in the U.S. for her children and for their better future. Actor George Clooney and his wife Amal are about to become parents. Clooney spilled the news to his Ocean's 11 co-star and friend Matt Damon, who confirmed the news last week. The Clooneys have been married for 2.5 years. The twins will be the first children for the couple.
American traveler Cassie Day Pecole set out to promote peace in her own small way. Her goal was to visit every country in the world, and so she did that. Traveling to all the world's 196 sovereign nations in 18 months and 26 days. Pecole made the trip in less than half the time it took the previous Guinness World Record holder. The 27-year-old spoke before more than 16,000 students about the ways to offset your carbon footprints when you travel. The Queen of England became the first to reign for 65 years this past Monday. To mark the 65th anniversary, a reissued photo showing off beautiful sapphire jewelry her father gave her was shown to the public. Ceremonial salutes were also performed in locations throughout the country. The Queen has no public plans for her anniversary and instead plans to spend it in the public. As many of the people in the United States know, President Trump passed the immigration law banning certain people from certain countries into the United States in many cities. Many are angry about this decision. One of those cities is Michigan, which Trump won the election. Many people from Michigan joined together to protest this decision, chanting, "Say it loud, say it clear, refugees are allowed here."
Vogue has been around for 125 years, but critics say not much all has changed. The iconic magazine's March cover celebrates the modern American woman by featuring models of different ethnicities, skin tones, and body types. However, readers are criticizing Vogue for staying inside the fashion industry's narrow parameters for their choice of models to appear on the cover. Qatar Airways now has the title of the longest regularly scheduled airline flight and now has a 9,032-mile route from its Doha hub to Auckland, New Zealand. The flight takes 16 hours and 10 minutes on its path to New Zealand. However, it takes 17 hours and 30 minutes on its flight to Doha. A blazing technique has been adopted by barber Ramadan Edwin, a Palestinian barber who owns a salon in the southern Gaza Strip. Due to the lack of electricity in his shop, the barber used the actual fire as a substitute for hair dryers. First, he pours flammable powder and liquid in the customer's hair, sets the hair on fire, and then uses a comb to style the customer's hair through the flames until he sees fit. How the customer's hair does not burn off, the world may never know.
Manchester United manager Jose Moreno is seeking a long-term striker as Zlatan Ibrahimovic reaches his retirement age soon. Future candidates to fill this position are players of the likes of Harry Kane and Antoine Griezmann. Do you always wonder where bands get their names from? Well, Green Day got their band name from a song, Billy Joel Armstrong. But before they were Green Day, they were first known as Sweet Chicken. Also, there's Nirvana, and they got their name from the British psychedelic outfit that was used in the 60s. Then there's Red Hot Chili Peppers, but the yellow-haired bass player Flea takes the credit of coming up with the name.
A deputy sheriff on duty dies in a rescue due to the extreme heat and toxic chemicals. The chemical was thought to be liquid nitrogen, but reports still can't crack the case. The incident happened in Augusta, Georgia. CNN-affiliated reporters said 3 other deputies had trouble breathing and were treated. The New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady was celebrating his Super Bowl 51 win in overtime against the Falcons. Once he returned to the locker room, he realized his number 12 jersey wasn't where he left it. After Brady searched for the jersey and could not find it, he told the equipment manager that his game jersey was stolen. One of the other team members said the equipment manager locked up the jerseys, but by Monday morning, it was gone. No one knows who took it or if it was misplaced, but Brady doesn't seem too concerned by the loss of his jersey. Brady stated, "What can you do? I'll take the ring and that's good enough for me."
A Northumberland County woman reportedly died after her arm got caught in the door of a clothing drop-off and she was left dangling with her feet off the ground. She was standing on a step stool Sunday when it collapsed, breaking her arm, her wrist, and trapping her in donation box. She was pronounced dead at the scene. She died from a blunt force trauma and hypothermia. There was an Amber Alert Sunday during the Super Bowl saying a 2-year-old girl went missing in a yellow Mustang. The 2-year-old girl was in the car when the mother came home to unload groceries, but as she was unloading the car she forgot to put in park, the car rolled down a hill, went over a curb, and into the woods area where it sat for a couple hours. While everyone thought the car was stolen, the child was still inside and uninjured.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of News in Minutes.
Make sure you check back next week for the next episode.
And make sure to follow Warrior News on Instagram and Twitter at Warrior News 15. For now, that's all we have. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
And I'm Peter Rivera.
We'll see you in a minute.